Webkid, or a Shatta Wale known fan. He was remanded into police custody 2 weeks. Omuchoma waye post be etia Stoneboy. Court no assign a remand Branton into police custody to reappear on the 10th of June. I mean, that's cumulatively like almost 1 month. Prosecution it's mumugu so air investigation. And we are told, say, Omoko court no, Attorney General I withdraw charges no, I filing new charges. Webkid lawyer bail application or file that bail application was on the old charges no.
Shatta Wale supportive fan baakwa ye friend no Abdul Gafaru Sani ni din wo social media dodo na de friend no eye Webkid Afrika.
Webkid stay strong. Now waiting you know no go kill you.
And then Penifo Sunday ni kopie mu e Accra High Court. So this is the second court appearance of Webkid Afrika. So akopie mu e won Penifo ani ma ye toto na no ye no kobra. The first time court appearance no ye reminded into custody. Am you to asem no e share da ene ya. Ene de na updates na me de ebro medical catch us Penifo chiri say somewhere 11th November 2024, August 2025, October 2025 ana brantie equal tron and sembi the first Stoneboy and then a yere and impenimphobia aka Stoneboy and then a lawyer sichimu said there be untumi metna social media and so found some pimpemo asama enim now can't to a man for any yere any masuntin and Stoneboy at the blasam no eddy eco court and then penifo transam so emana lawyers shatter movement fans no kwa 3D and the trada henuma sanka and nedie kiane ke Webkid Afrika and kene yebeja no so wine. Chese charge cry a level tier Webkid Africa and benefit to them said there has been a changes. Enti abranti ene ejanu maniko fia enye ye ne ochena na de chinyen so ka ho. Na ene de pa wani be he wo court dem abusua na esewani.
Webkid onku nipa ye. Ena o wi ade ye ombo okro no ye. Okay. Misunderstanding bi na ankoye. Nti mamu ntreat ni ti said o ya aboa on ka nipa ho. Because ensema lawyer ni kan Stoneboy lawyer ni kan nyina A to Z nyina unti asem na say okay na wo courtroom me wo inside the kasa unti asem na say whatever he was saying it is out of cabbage area because me gini wa me ti ase how come say because asem na ono no pa kire no Stoneboy nipa na kokko kan e na boy no so be reply but see an there you take say okay because of say Stoneboy ni ti no I mean, go hard on that person. And we nyanse him. Okay. Nyanse him because on Korea de obi a wekuni papra no ye nyane sa. Obi a wekuni pa no kra no ye man the chance man so dey that 48 hours rule no kra so no. Must bleach that rule no. So all those things no hunya me Ghana and Kasa we did some certain countries the citizens or the youth where we did the countries and we are not safe. How come say obi a all treat keke and not say so or your way because you are doing the same thing to Shatta Wale. Okay. But Shatta Wale has not come out say obabe che fan bia na so obabe ese nti no masa we did the country inside obi afun nti anu ntira say one man okodem be say 3 days bi mo frɛ court obaye mo sama ni 2 weeks say on sam kodem aba you have given him another 2 weeks again why waku nipa
na eno na ne lawyer o twitwaje no abekire de nti a enom postpone asem na na say omu decline Webkid Africa omu decline ni bill no na ene oni nsentwerefo ene asempa FM abonkoma yemposo wankotie Webkid Africa ne lawyer ensema ene ode beto dwa emna na yeba yato aso na before ebekọ video ni bi ede abano. This episode is finally brought to you by Yes You Can Cyber Secure LLC omo US Penifo say amo ye incentive practical cyber security GLCIT audit training ede amo bibiara wo achiri benche ya bruchiri Ghana hano ubetumi ede ho adom adesuade we na wanya certificate Penifo say hu hia se obehia IT background bia na ewo cyber security adechirede we mu no Penifo say ebechiro cyber security fundamentals framework standard laws regulations any dey account benefit and asenfa so dia ubenya ewo cyber security adechirede we mu no niema bibire Penifo ahyehe ebi adwuma uwia ma adwuma ye visa assistance na person Penifo mu anye nkrata mfa mount kwan kotwa wadisu aso kopa adwuma nya ye ehun hyehye no scholarship packages ni hyehye so etato a registration link ne dey comment section ase abusia yamposo hankotie Webkid Africa lawyer ensema ode tudwa emra
ntino sene edi kan kasa on the 11th of May ye court and me dey to judge nanim say ye be farm a client on the 7th yeah, money police inquiry bill. Yeah, they need to eba court on the 11th. So first, the 48-hour rule it was breached. They make arguments. I mean, in the superior wisdom of the court, or can say my client, and concotum, it's to police custody for 2 weeks. Inti me see court honoma me prepare bail application. And I me file a bail application a week ago, which is last week Monday, and I me file a bail application. To me file a bail application that very day and I me ensure say the Attorney General was served.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It was my hope say the court would move the bail application. But interestingly, Friday, and you made me I had information said the Republic has withdrawn the earlier charge sheet, based on which you make the bail application or withdraw.
Okay.
So even before we got to court today, the bail application had been rendered moot.
Moot, yes.
You see, and pay your court now almost serving me with a fresh charge sheet. Almost did 2 other counts. Accounts, you see, I make us say, Webkid has been charged with 6 counts.
Oh.
Move from 4 to 6.
To 6.
And interestingly, they see your court in there. I mean,
no, but
a lot must be done about our system because it came up in court, say, application that was filed last week Monday. I have said the AG. Me want me copy. It be in that docket also. So the court couldn't even, if it was minded to even go into the application today, it couldn't have done that because same wasn't on the docket.
A bail application, no.
A bail application, I filed last week Monday, no. I was due to be moved today, no. There wasn't a copy on the docket.
On the docket, wow.
So assuming in post the Republic had not withdrawn the earlier charge sheet now, I wouldn't have been able to argue the bill today because the court hadn't had the opportunity to look at it.
Now when the AG withdraw earlier charge sheet, no, were you in the known as counsel for the accused person?
Debbie, I'm withdraw now. I'm file I mean, I'm file charge sheet on Friday last week. So today in court, then they withdrew the old application.
Okay.
So they filed it on Friday. This morning in court, they withdrew the earlier charge sheet and relied now on the fresh one. So the plea of the accused was taken today based on the new one on my filing. And interestingly, Obi, the first time we came to court, the argument of the Attorney General was that your investigations into the matter.
Yes.
And my lady agreed. So I'm out 2 weeks. Go and conduct your own investigations. In the quarter, you have mounted the same argument. Sir, you are conducting investigations into the matter. Meanwhile, you haven't even adduced one evidence establishing your case in court. So the point is that even before the accused person gets the opportunity to say a word in his defense, he has been in custody for a month because he is demanding to appear on the 10th of next month.
Yeah, which is like another 2 weeks.
10th of next month, like I said, 1 month about. Even before the accused gets the opportunity to say anything in his defense, this can happen to any one of us. Police station say, why am I saying? Police don't have the foul. Before you get the opportunity to say a word in your defense, no them 1 month. And this is the system we are in at the moment.
And then based on the facts, the earlier charge sheet upon which you filed your bail application and I withdraw no, when you put in a request for bail, even on the new charge sheet, and right?
Good. On the new charge sheet, I made a viva voce application on the new charge sheet after the accused person, the plea was taken.
Yes.
I made a Viva Voce application. I spoke about the fact that the 48-hour had been breached before he was arraigned in court on the 11th of May. After that, the court remanded him to 2 weeks. We've appeared today. The same argument is being made. He has what 6 place of abode because police so the police knows where Webkid lives. Yeah. And in fact, Obi, something interesting also came up. Say, whilst my client is in custody, he has no access to his phone. We understand, say, because the alleged publication now it has ceased to be on X,
Yes.
It is the reason they are holding on to the fact that he should remain in custody because they believe that once he is released, he is going to tamper with evidence. But the question I'm asking is that you have held on to this guy for over a week, over 2 weeks. You've taken his phone from him. So how did he get access, assuming without admitting him, to delete everything online? So the AG realized and said he cannot prove the case against Webkid, is using some of these factors to punish him even before he gets the opportunity to put in his defense. That is a strategy being used.
And then after several years with Viva Voce application, judge ne can then.
I mean, you can't fault her. All she said was that based on the argument I have made and based on the opposition by the Attorney General, the prosecutor, she's minded to remand the accused person to reappear before her on the 10th of May, by which time it would be the expectation of the court, say, the Republic would have concluded its investigations into the matter.
10th of June rather than 10th of May.
Sorry, 10th of June. Thank you. 10th of June. 10th of June.
But did the court even attempt to inquire from the AG why it takes so long and some more investigations?
No, that didn't come up. That didn't come up today.
Yeah, because
that didn't come up.
1 month now, accused person that's who custody, all in the name say prosecution investigations. And that's
it's worrying. So does it mean say you about the next agenda date on the 10th of June? Not still, Webkid will still be in custody.
The new count now, of course, now acquire 6 count, running it through 6 count for or more. Ebia enim no Webkid a social media influencer, one of the staunch supporters of Shatta Wale. Now he is alleged to have made some comment against the wife of Stonebwoy. And a Stonebwoy echo complaining to the police, and a police were far. And since then, he's been in custody. They end 2 weeks or by the 10th of June, our custody for bare 1 month, even before so being opportunity to put in a word, even in his defense. Kojo into the new count.
So count one. Count 1, publication of false news contrary to Section 76 of the Electronic Communications Act 775. So he's alleged to have made a certain publication on the 11th day of November against Stonebwoy and his family. So that is count 1. Count 2, offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace, contrary to Section 207 of Act 29.
Asempa FM.
And also on the 14th day of August 2025, he is alleged to have posted a certain communication on his X account, which was a breach of the peace. And count 3, and also a publication of false news contrary to Section 76 of Act 775. He is alleged to have made that publication on the 4th of October 2025 against Stonebwoy and his family, which publication is alleged to be misleading. Count 4, publication of false news again, contrary to Section 76 of the Electronic Communications Act. The said publication is alleged to have been made on the 23rd day of February 2026 against Stoneboy and his family. Count 5. Publication of false news contrary to the same act. And it is alleged that he made the said publication on the 11th of April 2026 against Stoneboy and the family. The final count, the same publication of false news contrary to the Electronic Communications Act. He is alleged to have made this publication on the 13th day of April 2026. So what they have done is that they have picked each post and charging based on the post
individual post.
And the facts remain the same. So my point is that Obi, a lot has to be done about some of these things. People complain today it is Webkid, tomorrow it can be you, it can be me. Because me too, so people can say, oh Kojo, you have done ABC. The person goes to the police station. Even before I get the opportunity to even say a word in my defense, I am going to be remanded into police custody for well over a month.
Yeah.
And the question is, what if at the end of the day I am acquitted and discharged? What remedy is available to me?
And all in the name, say, prosecution investigations.
All in the name of your investigation. So if it takes the prosecution 2 months to conduct investigations, and just obey them till that time, which is not fair.
Yeah.
So for me, I have no problem with the court. The court is just doing its work. But the problem has to do with the Republic, the AG. We hear the Attorney General say, oh, maybe I'm not against bill application or not. But the officers in the AG departments, whenever we meet them in court, they oppose bail application. So why is it the case that the boss is saying one thing and the subordinates are doing the other thing? Because we know recently, Abonya Casey, the deputy AG went to court and he didn't oppose bail, and he has always been consistent. Oh no, he is not against bail application.
Sure.
But why do we have some subordinates in the AG departments? Whenever you meet them in court, they will always oppose bail application, no matter what you do, no matter what the offense is, they will oppose it. And this is what happened in court today. It's very unfortunate, but this is what happened.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. And I think, sir, in as much as officers of the court, we will not want to, blame the court. Sometimes the court should also know their role in a justice delivery system. I mean, it's sad upon the fact, as you've put out if any court should be seen to be aiding the prosecution to trample on the rights of individual Ghanaians, especially when the sole reason and so Mugusu investigations.
That was the only reason they gave. So Mugusu investigation.
The court should not be.
That was the only reason they gave.
The court should not be seen to be.
And that's surprising. Say all these 2 weeks are my clients police custody. Not even on one occasion did the investigator go to him say, I am going to take A, B, C, D from you in terms of statement or anything. Not even once. He has been there. The only people who visit him are myself and the family.
Yeah.
And the supporters of Shatta Wale. That's all. So what investigations are they conducting?
Abusia na ensem ni bi eno no na make aside there Webkid Afrika eda so atwirima nyame yadoma adwumo ba bi de yesi ye de ni bepiem na abrante ye dikan ye ne story de da kwa ma medikan de ene amanebo no ahyase no de abrante na de ne de na updates na me de ebro medikan ka che o se mpanifo chirim say someone 11th November 2024 August 2025 October 2025 ana abrante ye ko tron ensem bi ede fa Stoneboy ene ne yire ene mpanimfo bi a aka Stoneboy ene na lawyers chirim say da bi untumi metena social media ne so mfa onsan pempem bo asema ennim na ka to amanfo ene omoyere ne ommaso ntina ne Stoneboy atabili asem no ede ekokot eno ene ehwama ne bo akoye previous videos ma medical de ehwama ne bo no we de eye update ya from Dan Kwesi Prince daily videos ni oba no subscribe na busia na tumi akoso akonim da se ne biem yebedi ahia mu makrao.